Good evening and welcome to an update for the Tesla 700 calls that I am currently holding, bag holding at that. The last week and a half, I haven't really been able to do anything with this, so I am down about 50%, a little over 50% on this trade. I wanted to go ahead and try and get some in around $1, but as I said, I wasn't available, so may have missed that opportunity, but I will watch it this week and look at a potential setup to go ahead and take some calls here on the open on Monday. Just a lot of negativity in Tesla right now. A lot of negative press. NIO's coming out with their car. You know, all the other electric car manufacturers are starting to compete. At least that's what the media is saying. And of course, 60 Minutes is doing their fluff piece on NIO on Sunday, which is fine. I hold NIO shares too, so either way, probably going to end up a winner. Um, anyways, here today, or excuse me, Friday, Tesla put in an inside day at the lows of Thursday's big red bar. Now, this could be potentially looked at as a bullish harami, which is a bullish reversal pattern, which is exactly how I'm going to trade it. I'm going to be looking for a move above the high of Friday, which is 296.50, to add into the 700 calls. Now, if that does happen, Bears have been having their way for a while, so maybe they're a little bit too aggressive right now. And if that peaks above there, we'll have some stops that are triggered, and we'll get a nice flush up to at least 300 in my opinion. Probably going to take out the 8 EMA and test the 21 EMA. Near term target, I will try to unload some of these 700 calls that I'm currently in around 316.60. Reason being, there's less than a year left of time left in them, and theta is really starting to kick in pretty heavy, and I don't want to be stuck with these and end up with a larger loss than I originally had anticipated if it failed. So for now, I'm going to do my best to manage this day to day and try and at least reduce my exposure at a gain. So we'll see what happens going forward. I don't foresee Apple. I don't foresee Tesla crashing, but you never really know. I mean, bears could get another hit piece out over the weekend. Something negative could come out. Tesla's just a big mover, so once it gets some momentum, it's kind of tough to step in front of whichever way price action is going and make it and make a call on how you want to bet it. So right now, I think there's a lot of participants that are a little bit on edge, maybe a little cautious. I know, the Saudi Arabia news came out, they're reducing their stake. There have been institutional shareholders that have been reducing their stake. But the thing is, for a company that trades at $300 a share, there's someone with some deep pockets that has to buy those shares. There's not enough retail in the world that's going to buy or that can buy all the institutional shares and prop up price. So eventually, either whatever buyer it is runs out and it crashes, or that buyer that's absorbing the selling lifts price up. So I'm still looking at Tesla as a good play for the future. I am in some shares. I'm just trying to create some cash flow with these $700 calls, and we'll see what happens going into the future. For now, we'll look to add at $1 for the 700 calls and see what happens into next week. If I'm not filled at $1, I'll simply sit and wait and look for some momentum patterns, maybe reduce some size. That way I am more comfortable with adding to it, adding into another play if it does come down a little bit more. So for now, just cautiously watching, looking at managing this position for Tesla, and we'll see what happens going into the near future. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Have a good evening and good luck on Monday.